came from the streets. No crown, no gold, just a bond so tight, unbreakable and bold. David's got the fire, young and wild. Pops with the wisdom, old school style. Hand in hand, they rise, no fear, no shame. Every ring they step in, they're changing the game. Underdogs, but watch them climb to the top. David and Pops, the fight never stops. Ragtag kings, we run this town. David and Pops, we ain't backing down. From the bottom to the throne, we rise above. In the ring, it's blood, sweat, and love. We're the best tag team, you better believe. Ragtag kings, it's our time to seize.
Yeah, the shitty handwritten.
Taking hits the ropes, flying high with grace. Pops with the power, putting foes in the place. They got that grit, they got that heart. Terror brought teams right from the start. From the youngest lions to the old wise wolves, they know how to fight, how to break the rules. No one can match the chemistry they bring. Together they're unbreakable, tag team kings. Ragtag kings, we run this town. David and Pops, we ain't backing down. From the bottom to the throne, we rise above. In the ring, it's blood, sweat, and love. We're the best tag team, you better believe. Ragtag kings, it's our time to seize. Our time to seize. We're coming for glory, coming for pride. David and Pops always side by side. Ragtag kings, forever we reign. In the ring of legends, remember our name. Welcome in, everybody.
Welcome in. Welcome.
Look, man, I gotta
How's everybody doing today?
Holy shit.
What?
I had to turn down my headset because you were very, very, very loud.
Yeah, I hear you. So am I.
So wasn't I. I said you were very loud, and you said, so was I.
Yeah, I was very high. Well, I'm talking to my headset.
Gotcha. Welcome in, everybody. I was
Episode 9. We're one away from 10.
Season 2, episode 10. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just getting things pulled up to talk about.
Okay. And there will be no sound alerts. Just let everyone know. I know that you post it every time, but you just never verbally say it. So while you're doing that, gives me something to talk about.
Good job. I'm not seeing anything that is supposed to be tonight.
Okay. Not only Twitch, okay.
Alright, so we'll get right into it. Let's talk about Slammiversary.
There we go. Let's
Pops
do that.
did not watch it at all.
I did watch it, but David doesn't think I did. I watched clips and things.
Countdown to the pre-show. Ash by Elegance and Heather by Elegance. The Elegance brand defeated the Inspiration. And I gotta tell you, fucking hate this team. I do not like Ash by Elegance at all. Or Heather by the whole brand and everything. That tag team sucks, in my opinion. I'm very sorry. But the Inspiration should have won. There's going to be a lot of shitty takes, I guess people might say, but overall, this pay-per-view is not my best and not my favorite. Because of something.
And from what I've seen in this and that, there's a couple of big spots in this and that, but most of them were done by WWE guys and stuff like that. But let's just say that it was very, I don't know, low rated.
It was booked by NXT. That's what it was. It was booked by Shawn Michaels. I'll get to that. I'm not the best. The Hometown Man defeated Eric Young. I don't know. And then we had the Rope Breakers from Fourth Rope Real One, Zilla Fatu, and Josh Bishop defeating Steve Macklin, Jake Something, Mance Warner. I wish I watched that.
You gotta like Enzo. You didn't watch the match?
I didn't watch the match because it was on the pre-show. I didn't watch the pre-show. I didn't know that there was a pre-show.
Enzo is still good on the mic. I don't care what you like.
Yeah, I seen Enzo. I seen the entrance. I seen him talking on the mic. I seen Teshk over there and crying over Zilla Fatu. I don't know. Zilla's great. I'm not gonna cry over it. I hope he gets signed, not by TNA or WWE.
I hope he stays with Forthorpe.
I hope he stays away from the never-ending bloodline. Mustafa Ali versus Cedric Alexander started off the show. I thought that match was fucking amazing. There was one minor critique I had, and I see it all over Twitter. Mustafa Ali made a dive to the outside. There was 9 people, and no one caught him.
Yeah, I seen that.
He landed directly on his head.
Right. But
do better.
You know, hope he's okay. There was no reports.
I think he's fine, but it was just, it's annoying to see that you have like a crowd of people, and then he did do another dive, and then they caught him, but should have been caught in the first dive. That's my opinion. I'd rather have safe workers than no workers. Matt Cardona in the system. I hate the system. I think it's a very. I think it's just like the whole like. No, I don't. I like Eddie Edwards. I like Brian Myers. I like JDC. I don't like Alicia Edwards. She's not. She's like the front man. She's like, look at me. We're talking about Slammiversary.
Yes.
Slammiversary. The pay-per-view. Hello, Senior 007. Welcome in. They defeated Dark State. I think that's NXT. NXT finally took a loss, which is I don't know. Dark State is okay, but they're just Temu Shield. Or Temu Nexus, rather. Either way you look at it. Indy Hartwell defeated Tessa Blanchard, which I thought was great. I love it when Tessa Blanchard loses. And I like when Indy Hartwell wins. Yeah.
Right. And I'm happy to see Indy doing so well.
She is going to do great. In TNA, I think she will be the Knockouts champion very soon. Which I would love to see. Indy Hartwell, she's been a fan of TNA since she was a kid. If you go back and watch her vlogs, she's got all like the TNA titles. She's got like old TNA wrestlers and TNA autographs. So she's been a fan.
Right, so it was a big thing for her. Yeah.
So it was good to see her win at the pay-per-view. TNA Knockouts World Champion and NXT Women's Champion. Winner takes it all. Again, why are we having NXT people go over and win belts from TNA? It's great. I love it. Cool. Get more eyes on TNA. But you're not at the same time. This booking has been atrocious. Why are we booking every time it is a, we'll get into it at the main event, but for this, I think Masha should have won. I understand they just put the belt on JC Jane. That's fine.
Right.
A better booking here, put the title on Jordynne Grace, have Jordynne Grace versus Masha Slamovich again, let Grace win. There's more story there. She's been the Knockouts champion. She's had matches with Grace. With Masha, sorry. And it's just, I don't like that we're giving JC Jane the Knockouts title. It's I don't like that we're giving NXT. Oh yeah, here, take a championship.
Oh, right.
Take a championship. Take this.
Right, because the majority is some, or was it two or three of the NXT people are TNA champions.
Two of the both male and female championships for the World Championship are held by NXT talent.
Right. Which is kind of useless, and if it's and it brings you to you are going to bring up the point sometime that they're looking at probably TKO or WWE.
We'll talk about that after. I want to get through the card, and then we'll talk about everything like that. Leon Slater is your new and youngest ever TNA X Division champion. This is one of the only clips I will pull up, and it is because of the genuine reaction of Leon Slater. He wasn't told. Obviously, he was told he was winning. He wasn't told what was happening after the fact. Which I'm not gonna say it because if no one's seen it, I want it to be a genuine thing here. Let me just unmute that. Hear this. So here we go. You got Leon Slater winning. Look at him fucking jumping around like a little kid. Yeah. It was so awesome.
I like that they used AJ's original.
His actual theme song. Yeah. Which I thought was such a nice touch. I was so happy watching this. I knew it, and that was the thing, is I already knew it was happening, but I disassociated the fact that I already seen it on social media, and I watched it, and it was like electric.
Right.
It was great.
And this is just gonna, but here, I know you're talking of WWE guys going to TNA. I would like to see the run by AJ.
Yes, and that's the thing. Don't get me wrong. You just heard me say I would rather have seen JC Jane instead of JC Jane. I'd rather see Jordan Grace win and go and face Mosh Slemich because she's been there. She did her time there. She earned her time to get into WWE. AJ Styles earned his time to get into WWE.
That's where he broke his hip, where he cut his teeth.
Let the people who are from TNA go to TNA. Don't let the people... Again, don't let the people from NXT, it's stupid, let them build themselves in their own brand. Let them go and... Trick Williams should have been brought up to the fucking main roster with Carmelo Hayes. Sorry, needed to be said. He could have been an IC champ, United States champion by now, but instead, we're just going to keep him in NXT.
Right. And they have enough talent there now with that new show and this and that.
Yeah, with Evolve and all of them. They could bring it, and they could let the veterans of NXT now, let them go. Let them go up to the main roster. Bring in a new wave. But
make it act like it was when NXT started, where it was a developmental.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And
you got like Evolve, you got that speed stuff or whatever, and this and that.
Speed is just
those people,
fucking dumb.
I understand, but it's another platform that they can use the talent that they got on these different things, and keep away from the main eventers and stuff like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Moving past that, the TNA World Tag Team Championships 4-way ladder match, the Nemeth versus the Rascals. Myron Reed replacing Trey Miguel, who's out with injury currently, and First Class got defeated by our boys, the Hardy Boys. Very innovative, even like to this day. the call with the Jeff Hardy goes out into the crowd and he does this, and presses a button, and a ladder like from a helicopter that you would see in like a movie falls down, and that's how he won. Is he climbed a not stable ladder. He climbed up a very rickety, or not rickety, but like I don't know what to call it. It was like a nylon ladder, pretty much. But great matchup. AJ Francis took a huge bump to his balls.
You gotta love it when AJ takes a hit.
Well, he did do a very, very, very tall moonsault from almost the top of a ladder. And like I said, but they were, again, hey, guess what? 4 people caught him. Can't catch a 90-pound guy with 9 people, but...
All right, it's 300-plus guy.
Yeah. But, again, I'm getting nitpicky with my...
Hey,
what was yesterday's... Okay. All right. This is where I'm on it. But Hardys win, and after they win, they're celebrating. They said if they didn't win that night, then they were going to retire. And whose music hits? Team 3D. Bully Ray comes down. He says he wants to be the first one to congratulate him. And he says, but we need to have one last match. The Hardys versus the Dudley Boys, a.k.a. Team 3D, is happening in Lowell, Mass, October 12th at Bound for Glory.
Home state.
Me and Pops are really going to try our hardest to be there. I really wanted that would cement a lot of things on my bucket list.
Yeah, all in one spot.
I have an old 8x10 that needs to be signed by a man named Bully Ray. Because I got it signed by Devon. I need it signed by Bully Ray.
I'd like to see Devon again. I have a nice little chat with him. See if he remembers me. Probably not, but...
Honestly, he might, but he might not. Who knows?
Well, I mean, he sees people all the time.
Yeah.
But I had a nice little chat with him about, our sons.
Yes, I know. And then, to end the night off, the worst booking decision in fucking history ever to be done. I'm sorry. I hate it. I hate, and then the strongest word, I hate this booking decision. Trick Williams defeats Joe Hendry and Mike Santana. The reason why, I don't even care that Trick Williams won. That's fine. But to do Santana the way they did,
dirty, yeah.
His entrance, I gotta pull it up. I know I said I was only gonna do one, but I'm doing 2. Because this entrance, I hope there's there's not. But okay, Mike Santana comes through the crowd. Yeah. In his home state, comes through the crowd and says, and he had, I don't know who played him out, but somebody was in the ring rapping his entrance music. It felt like he was going to win. It was such a feel-good moment for Mike Santana, just to have it go to a fucking NXT star. I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. And I would have liked to see. I would like to have seen him.
Why not pull the trigger on Mike Santana? He's been there. Right. He's left. He's came back. He's left. He's came back. He went to AEW. Came back. What up, Korean? Thank you for the raid.
He keeps coming back and everything like that, and he just does. I mean, he needs a championship. I'm sorry, he needs that championship. And it could have brought 2 of their guys who were seeming to work together. We could now, have a Joe Henry you know.
Yeah, so
the
they were
cement thing
working.
go-
They were working together, and they were getting the upper hand or whatever. And now on tomorrow night on TNA, ready for this? Ready for the matchup tomorrow night? Mike Santana versus Joe Hendry.
Right. But that could have started the build if they put the fucking title on Santana.
Exactly. It could have been, but it's lazy booking. And this is, and at the end of the day, this is fucking Triple H, Nick Khan, TKO saying, hey, my guys are going to go over. You're not. We're making, by the end of the year, there's going to be a big announcement by TKO saying, we have acquired Impact Wrestling. And it's going to go back to shit. And we had a good little run when Scott D'Amore announced that it was TNA again. It was good for 3-4 weeks, maybe 2 months. Then they fired Scott D'Amore. Now it's gone to shit again.
Right. Where is Scott? Is he working for any company?
I don't think he's doing anything. I think he's working for something.
Hulk Hogan?
No. No one wants to work for Hulk Hogan ever again. Working for the Maple Leaf Wrestling or whatever it is. I think.
Okay. Canadian play.
That was Sunday. But that ends out that. We'll go back a day and talk about some independent wrestling. One of the coolest and my favorite. It's slowly becoming my number 2 favorite independent promotion. ICW No Holds Barred.
There you go.
ICW No Holds Barred is Danny DeMonto's company, obviously. They do a lot of deathmatch wrestling. Instead of ropes, they have chains for their ropes. Thanks. Real good to.
They have chains for their ropes.
They have chains for their ropes, and it's just deathmatch wrestling has always been a great. I've always liked deathmatch wrestling.
I got it, and I like it, and this and that. And that company there is probably top tier, one of the top tier ones.
And,
Other than what's his name? Oh God, drawing a blank. You know.
No, I don't.
Matt Tremont.
Yes, Matt Tremont.
Yeah, he owns a
is
company.
A guy.
I forget what company
It's-
he owns.
H2O.
Thank you.
Thanks. You could have just. But yeah, we completely blanked on. There was a match that was Danny DeMonto. He was supposed to go up against Tara Zepp, who is I'm trying to get the image so I can read it. Tara Zepp. She's a famous deathmatch wrestler. Unfortunately, she got a concussion, so she couldn't wrestle. This is the co-main event, by the way. Second to last match, I think. But Danny DeMonto ended up coming out with deathmatch legend Jeff Cannonball. And you guys, everyone hears us talking about Jeff a lot lately. Jeff is dealing with a very shitty disease in ALS. But to see Jeff up and walking, and he came to the ring, they played his music, and it was as soon as his music hit,
everybody sang it.
I got very emotional, and I was
it wasn't emotional.
I was like, I do not want to. Didn't want to cry. But then Danny DeMonto didn't have an opponent until good friend of, I can't say friend, he's an acquaintance, Bear Bronson came out that fucking curtain, and then the tears went. I started to cry a little bit. It was happy tears. It was joyful. Seeing Bear Bronson go out and work deathmatch wrestling now is one of the coolest things I've ever fucking
Well,
seen.
we've seen him kind of when we saw him live against Cruel. It was kind of like a death.
It was a death match. He went through a door. He went through chairs. He went through everything.
Got hit with a kendo stick that had bubble gum in it.
I'm so sick about hearing about this fucking kendo stick. But this was, in true deathmatch style. At the end of the match, you got the nice knuckles and the hug, and you got Danny DeMonto giving you a big. Tremont does it a lot too. He gives like the post match talk, and that's one of the things I love about deathmatch wrestling and the way they go about
They're
it.
like a family. They're just like any regular wrestling. They're family, and they don't want to see anything bad happen to the other guy and this and that.
Deathmatch wrestling is the biggest family, and everyone is came
and you
together.
have to be special extra cautious in that type of area too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you hear about guys taking bumps and this and that and la la la, but and you see a lot of it and stuff like that. But these guys, they have each other's lives in their hand because you fuck up with sticking spears,
skewers,
which is skewers in somebody, in their neck and this and that. You can hit the fucking main artery and fucking you can be.
Yeah, exactly.
Kill a guy. I know. I got a scar over here going through a window.
That match finished off with Bear Bronson winning. Danny DeMonto talked about Jeff, talked about Bear, and then Jeff got on the mic, talked a little bit, basically to give his thanks to Danny DeMonto, because without him, we wouldn't have a Jeff Cannonball, really, all that stuff. Deathmatch family, big family at the end of the day. Then, again, they sang him out, and it was great.
It's just awesome seeing him standing.
Yes.
Because like that last time we had seen him before, he was like sitting in the chair and he could barely stand up and this and that. So I'm hoping his treatments and everything. I mean, eventually it's something that they haven't come up with a cure for.
Yeah.
So I mean, he knows what's going to happen.
Yes, it is unfortunate. I'm looking for a post that his wife Tara Calloway had posted. She says, "Last note: ALS is 100% terminal/fatal." Which again, he knows he's dying. Whenever he gets on the mic and he says something, he says, "As everyone knows, I'm dying," and he laughs about it. It sucks but he's come to grips with it. He knows it sucks, but he's making the best of it. She says, however, it is not linear, nor is there a true timetable. Every person is different, and a disease hits everyone differently. That's why, and she said in quotations, for now, sometimes you see Jeff in a wheelchair, or sometimes he is walking. It's a day-by-day thing. So, he could be walking for the next 7 years, and then out of nowhere, it could just completely take his legs. We don't know. It sucks. I hate ALS. Fuck Lou Gehrig. Fuck ALS.
Eventually, we'll take his mind. Fuck yeah. Fuck Lou Gehrig. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a Red Sox fan. It's because everybody, you say ALS. A lot of people know it as Lou Gehrig's disease because he was very well known, and he did a very good speech at Yankee Stadium and this and that. Well, that's where I learned about a horrible disease.
So, the end of, on a less depressing note, which, again, we'll constantly talk about Jeff. Jeff is one of my favorite.
And you can get to his GoFundMe
Yes.
Right in this video, it'll be when it gets up on YouTube. I automatically, whenever I post something, I post his GoFundMe. Go there if you got a couple of bucks, even if just $2. You just share it.
Yes, and
Just share it out.
that is something I had tweeted out also. Is every YouTube video we have, and forever that we have it, that we post YouTube videos, in the first link in the description will always be Jeff Cannonball's GoFundMe link. But that being said, they ended the night off with a death match. It says a Tokyo Tower death match. Akira returning to the United States for the first time in 8 months, I think it was. Took on John Wayne Murdoch in a death match for the American Deathmatch Championship. That match was won by John Wayne Murdoch, but with the inclusion of the Atticus Kogar brothers, the Kogar brothers and their cousin. So Akira then took to the mic after the match, and he called Otis ugly. He called Akira a bitch. Not Akira a bitch. He called Atticus a bitch. All this stuff. Said he doesn't want to defend for that title anymore. He doesn't want to go after that one. He'd rather go for the IWTV Championship, the Independent Wrestling Championship, currently owned by WWE Evolve's Marcus Mathers. So we could be seeing Akira versus Marcus Mathers in the near future. And then
bring up that next name.
Then after that, he brought up Jon Moxley. He said he was done with fucking Hangman Adam Page. Now he can get back to what he needs. And he needs to fight Akira. He said he wants him in the chains. He wants him in Pit Fighter. He wants him in Bloodsport. He doesn't care where he gets him. He just wants a match.
Akira, and that's going to be right where David lives. I'm telling you, they're going to have that in Ohio.
They're probably not going to have it in Ohio.
If it happens.
Probably not going to happen in Ohio.
Wait down, sheet 8.
Who knows? But that was the Indies for the weekend. It was a great match. Great matches, I should say. Now we'll get on to Raw, which is just Raw's Raw, you know.
That's right.
Sheamus defeated Rusev, which I think they're going to end up doing a best of 7.
I could see, yeah.
Which I wouldn't
mind. Every time they just mention, like, this is the third time, or, so that just gives me that same feeling that they're going to do, like, a best of 7 series thing with,
And it's not going to be done at, I don't think it'll be done at SummerSlam. It'll probably be more than likely done at Clash in Paris. Again, I love seeing Sheamus and Rusev. Glad to see Rusev on TV, but it was okay. I didn't really watch it. I was at work.
If I can say, just real quick, he was probably the one screw up, I think, that AEW had.
Yeah.
That they made. Not using him and this and that.
Yeah, but are you gonna go and say all over online that Tony fumbled and all that shit? No, you're not, because you have a brain.
No, I mean it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing, and bringing them both back. They both went back to and it was Rusev. I like this new Rusev, but it's not this I'm a communist. I come to get you.
Yeah, when he left before, I'm glad he left. Because he did the Drew McIntyre thing. He left, made a name for himself again, came back. If he the stuff he did do in AEW, he did become a TNT champion.
I mean, don't get me wrong. He did great over there.
He did great in the beginning, but then he just got lost in the shuffle.
And got lost in the shuffle because then when they started signing a lot of different people and a lot more people, and
But now bringing them back, it's great to see that he's actually getting matches on TV and all that stuff. Like I said, best 7 series probably going to be done at Clash in Paris. but good match, all none. Number one contenders match for the World Tag Team Championships, a triple threat match between LWO, the New Day, and the Creed Brothers. LWO won it. I was not expecting LWO to win. Because, again, they're kind of just pushed to the side. Like,
yeah, that's what they usually are. But yeah, I agree with you. They're kind of a shock.
So it'll be LWO versus the Judgment Day.
Yeah.
And then there was a women's tag team championship match. Wait.
Yeah.
On the 21st. Why were Lyra and Bailey?
Because Bailey came at the beginning of the show and said, "Hey, you know," and Lyra asked that same thing. She was like, "We were just kicking each other's ass, and this and that." She goes, "Yes, but we lost our tag team championship opportunity at WrestleMania for some reason.
You know
I
what
don't
we call
remember
that?
why. I mean, Bailey was hurt or whatever."
Shitty booking.
Right. But but so no, it's not. It's not
It
shitty
is.
booking.
It's shit booking. I'm getting past it. I don't
You
care.
asked the question.
I asked the question because as someone who didn't fully watch it, it was a hypothetical question. It was a rhetorical question. You didn't need to give an answer. Because as a person who, if you didn't watch it and you just read this title and you read this results thing, you're going, why the fuck are Bailey and Lyra tagging together? They were just enemies. It's stupid. It's shit booking. Done. Karrion Kross was actually on a TV show. Had a TV match other than main event. He defeated Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
They're not done with their feud. I hope they get a match on SummerSlam. The SummerSlam card, it being 2 nights, they should have a lot to fill.
They should have it, yeah. They should have it.
But who knows? That Jelly Roll match could go over 4 minutes. Io Sky vs. Stephanie Vakir ended in a no contest because of a disqualification. I hate that they're just... Raw is just becoming the same again with the constant... Hey, I'm going to run in. Hey, I'm going to run in. Hey, I'm going to run in. It's a stupid...
Yeah, let this match go to a decision.
Exactly. Let it... 2 of your top women need to be showcased in... But you're now... What did they... Who interfered?
Hey, can I get a couple minutes? I have to go to the bathroom.
I'm trying. Can you answer my question of who interfered first? Because I don't remember.
Oh, what's her name? I can't remember.
All right, go to the bathroom. I'll figure it out.
All right, thank you.
The Secret Hervis is the ones who... The Secret Hervis and Chelsea Green ended up interrupting first, and then it was Rhea and Naomi. You know, I don't know. I don't know. The next up, we have NXT. Tatum Paxley picked up the win in the Culling versus the Hank and Tank and Zolruka match, is the 8-person tag team match. Great to see Tatum actually winning and being pushed, I guess, but I don't know. Jasper Troy defeated Ricky Saints via countout. He put him through... Didn't he get put through the... Yeah, he just got put through like the stage or something. That was crazy. Then Undertaker came out and bitched Trick Williams pretty much and chokeslammed him at the end of the day. I know Pops has a lot to talk about on that. Not really. I don't like the fact that Undertaker was like, "Oh, I'll make you famous, boy." Trick Williams, like I said before, should have been brought up many months ago. But again, just have him be in NXT. I hope this is not alluding to a Undertaker return for a match. I love the Dead Man. I love everything about him. He might have some shit takes on wrestling, but that is his generation. Um, and that being said, I don't want to see him in a WWE ring again for his own sake, his own health. His wife, Michelle McCool, and him were on the podcast together they have, and she said that he was not listening to doctors and he had heart problems. You got heart problems. You don't, I don't want to see him in a ring at the end of the day. I'd like him to live his life correctly. Blake Monroe made her NXT singles debut, defeating Ren Sinclair. Crazy. Ren gave it her all. She really did. Lost to a butterfly DDT, which I think is... I like that a lot. I like that move. And then Obafemi retained his title against two people, Josh Briggs and his tag team partner. I don't know why they're not breaking them up fully. They're kind of just half breaking them up at this point. Pops needs to get back so I can use the bathroom now. But he's not going to. So I'm going to put up... I can't even... I'm going to put something up. Oh, look, he's finally back. So give me 1 second. I'm going to... Alright, you back yet?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, thanks.
Oh, great. What do you want me to talk about? Tell an Ozzy story. All right. Okay. This is story time with Pops, and I was gonna wait to the end, and we will be probably giving this man a shout out. The passing of a 76-year-old Ozzy Osbourne happened this week, and he was very much like Dusty in my wrestling world. Ozzy was he was my Dusty in the music world. I first got turned on to him, by listening to some Black Sabbath. My sisters and this and that listened to Black Sabbath and stuff. But I kind of got more into his solo career, because when I was a young man, I used to like heavy metal and guitar playing and this and that. And so I fell in love with Randy Rhoads, who was his guitar player. Uh, so then what I did was it was his guitar player, and he was in a match before that. In a match, he was in a band before that called Quiet Riot, who I was a fan of. And before Quiet Riot became big and everybody knew who they were, Randy Rhoads was there. And so, anyways, then he met Ozzy, and they were my childhood. I put it best on Facebook that my high times, Ozzy was there. My low times, Ozzy was there. I always had something inspirational from Ozzy to listen to, and and stuff like that. And I very much, I love the guy. I love the guy just as much as I love Dusty, and this and that. So just recently, when he did his last performance and this and that, I sat there and watched a shell of a man that I remember watching around. I saw Ozzy a few times, but I saw him in his heydays. I saw him when he was a clap your fucking hands and this and that, and fucking great showman and this and that. Yeah, R.I.P. Ozzy Osbourne, and definitely will be missed by many. I mean, and if you look at it, he's a WWE Hall of Famer, so there you go. He has a wrestling connection. He did some spots back in the day, and this and that, and stuff like that. But I just want to give a quick little shout out to the great Ozzy Osbourne, who died at 76. Yep.
There we go. Thank you for that on the spot Wrestle Talk with David, or story time with Pops on the spot. I'm fucking flabbergasted.
Oh, yeah, I know. Yours came on just like me. That's what I went to do.
Thank you for the 12-month sub, White Line
Archie.
Studios.
Jeez,
What up,
haven't
Archie?
seen
How
that
are you?
name. How you doing, Arch? In a while.
How are you doing this evening?
And welcome there, Mac.
I found two things that are on the card for AEW Dynamite tonight. We're going to be seeing... Hey, how about you shut the fuck up? All right, Mac? Hangman Adam Page is going up against Wheeler Yuta. And
It won't be very long before Sharon.
Tony Storm is going up against Billy Starks. Great to see Billy Starks on AEW TV. I'm excited. I love Billy Starks. I love Tony Storm.
Be on tonight?
Yes.
I forgot it's Wednesday, yes.
Yeah, good job.
Well, you know, I've been having a busy week.
Archie, you may be here, but you are a little late because we are getting ready to get out of here. There's not much to talk about.
See you, though, Arch.
It is great to see you. We will be live tomorrow for RTPW.
That's right.
We will be back.
So, Arch, you try to make it around here around 5 o'clock, 5:30 tomorrow, and you'll be seeing some great stuff. And if you haven't got your character over there, get your character.
Oh, the last thing. Speaking of going live for with WWE content, we have No One Likes You. How am I supposed to know that you got followed by Perry Von Vicious on Instagram?
Hey, can we talk about, if we're going to talk about people who follow us, I got you brought his name up earlier, on TikTok, Danny DeMonto.
Danny DeMonto followed you on TikTok.
Yeah.
Probably not.
I follow him.
I don't know. But going back to, again, talking about 2K25.
And Perry Vicious already followed us.
Okay, shut your fucking mouth. Talking about
He
2K...
talks to us in his Twitch.
I'm going to stop streaming.
Okay,
2 seconds.
go ahead. There.
The third 2K25 DLC pack, the Fearless Pack, introducing New Jack, Jordan Grace, Penta, Bull Nakano, and the Prime Bottle, KSI, is officially in the game. I fucking hate KSI. He's stupid. Why are we putting celebrities in wrestling games?
What's KSI?
KSI is Logan Paul's partner with Prime.
Yeah, didn't he play a Coke bottle or something, a Prime bottle?
You know what he played? Is a Prime Bottle that I just said it was included in.
Yeah.
Good job.
Oh, so it's him as the Prime Bottle is the downloadable character?
Take the Prime Bottle off or something. I don't know.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's so stupid. That being said, we're going to start a new segment at the end of the show now. It's going to be a fuck you of the week instead of shout outs. My fuck you of the week is to Mark Henry. Great guy, great everything. You don't disrespect my boy Mike, who's doing a great tribute to Dusty and keeps the Dusty persona going. Mike had called in to the Busted Open show, and he was like, "Stop doing that goddamn Dusty impression. You're not even good at it." That pissed me off. He said that Dusty didn't like it when he was around. Dusty told him to keep it going. Told him to keep going and keep doing it because he was honored by it.
Oh, Mike, you're talking about Mike Rio.
Yeah, you don't need to ruin his last name.
I wish I could.
Mike. So, that is my fuck you of the week.
He's an awesome dude. So we're not doing
We are doing shout-outs. We are doing shout-outs.
Oh, so we're just adding a fuck you.
Including to our shout-outs of the week.
All right, well, I got to come up with a fuck you. You could have told me this before.
You did it when we were talking about Jeff Cannonball. You said, fuck you, Lou Gehrig. That is your fuck you of the week.
Well, yeah, that would be my fuck you. Can I do it again?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I do a different one?
Go ahead.
Because I wasn't going to say, fuck you, cancer. There you go, Deadpool.
Gotcha. Do your shout-outs so we can get out of here.
All right, my shout-out. Now, number one, and I know that me and David had discussed this and talked about this. I'm getting my first shout-out, goes out to Ozzy Osbourne. I already explained a lot of it why in the impromptu Wrestle Talk. Story time with Pops. So you guys will remember that, or if you haven't heard that, you just rewind a little bit and you'll hear that. So that's shout out number one. Shout out number two is going to go out to Sharon and all the Osbournes and this and that in their time of I know that they're all hurting and this and that and Jack and his Jack's kids and this and that and everything like that. So I want to give them a quick little shout out. And then for my third shout out, I'm going to give it to my doctor this week, Dr. Norris, who he took a look at my foot the other day and he was like, "Hey, we're getting there," and it's got down to just a little piece that to get sewed up and this and that taken care of. So hopefully by September, October, I'm going to be a free man. I'm going to be able to walk and do everything I wanted to do without, being in pain. So there you go.
I told Pops when everyone heard the news yesterday that it was going to be a double shout out this week for Ozzy Osbourne. Yesterday, after I got the news, Pops said in a voice message to the old man group chat that I am in with him and my two uncles that, you need to go up and you need to blare Ozzy Osbourne or Black Sabbath. And that's what I did. Came upstairs, turned my speaker on, shut the TV off, sat here in complete darkness for a couple minutes and just listened to some Ozzy Osbourne and Black Sabbath and had myself a good cry. So that was my shout out for him. Second shout out is to...
Can I just say something to that? Why we shouldn't feel embarrassed because Rob turned to me last night and he said, I cried, Dave. I don't cry, and it's course, Rob, and he really doesn't, but it's okay because the man touched so many different people. But go ahead, sorry.
And then my second shout out was to I'm trying to get his name, but I can't find his last name. But like I said, to Mike, Dusty Tribute on TikTok, keep doing what you're doing. I love to see the Dusty. I love to see your Dusty impression.
Man is a legend. The man is great.
Love to see you walking around and even like seeing you interact with like Cody and Dustin. Both you can tell when you talk to them. That
Mikowski. No, it's not Mike Mikowski.
That's why I deleted the message. Stupid.
Yeah, fuck you, Mac. Let's do a double fuck you to Mac.
But yeah, shout out Mike. And then my third and final shout out will be to I don't know.
To the hashtag fuck you, Mac.
It'll just be to I had it in my head and then I forgot. Shout out to my guy, Jeff Ald. Over there at Green Life Skateboards, making the coolest shit I've ever seen. Making shit out of broken skateboards and stuff like that. He's constantly dropping new product. Yeah, that's it. We're gonna raid It's Mastodon.
All right.
And
yeah, so everybody just remember, if you enjoyed this little Wrestle Talk with David and Pops, episode 9. We're working into a monumental episode
Monumental.
10 next week. And yeah, just like, comment, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and you get all this great stuff and this and that. And
Can you hurry
so
up?
as
'Cause I
I
want to
see that we are going out, I want to say peace, love, monkeys. We're gone.